I'm just gonna get myself food later because I'm so hungry. All right.
Have Taco Bell. Dude, speaking of food, I've ordered Taco Bell 2 days in a row now, and I love the food.
Congratulations.
We don't have it in Sweden, and I tried it for the first time now. I love the
Yeah.
food, but it makes my belly so bad. Like it's not even
Yeah,
funny.
bro. That's kind of the whole. I mean, yes, it does. I wouldn't recommend that you have it multiple days in a row.
No,
I
no,
don't.
it's so good, but
I think you
it,
f***ed up. That's a bad
I think I
idea.
did. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's not even spicy or anything. Like it's a little bit
No.
spicy, but
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It
No,
just
it's just
ruins me.
inherently bad for you. That's just what it is.
I think so.
Yeah.
Too many chemicals.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome back. This is the No BS Design Show. We're back at it again. We're here. We're
We are.
tired. It's a Monday. It feels like a Monday. I'm hungry. I haven't had enough coffee. I'm dehydrated, and I'm, just I have brain fog today. So really, we're starting off strong. We're starting off great.
Sounds amazing. It sounds kind of similar to my day too. I haven't. I've been in meetings all day, literally all day. I haven't done shit. Literally
Yeah.
nothing.
No, I haven't done any work. I've just been doing taxes and meetings.
Sounds great. Love business.
Okay, welcome to the No BS Design Show. Today's topic is art inherently human? Is art human only? Can AI do art or can it only imitate? Will that change? What even is art and what are humans even good for? Why are we even around? If we can just automate everything, why do we exist? Let's just end humanity and call it, we're just done with it. We're
Yeah,
done. Let's quit.
exactly.
Let's quit, everybody. That's the
So
topic.
much easier.
It'd be so much easier. Just to fade away. We're done.
So let's do the hot take version. Do you think AI is or can be art? Yes.
I don't think it can yet. I don't think it can be original creation art yet. Like I think it will
Hmm.
be able to eventually, but I think right now it can only imitate
Okay. And why?
because that's literally how it works.
Okay. Here's the thing. Like, for me, I like the whole conversation of like is AI art? Is creativity or can AI be creative? Can yeah?
We've
Is
had
it
this
like
conversation before, haven't we?
yeah?
Because you're about
I'm
to be
pretty sure
like,
we have.
"Oh, all human art is imitation." That's what you're about to say. We've done this.
Yeah, I realized we have done this exact conversation.
So we're just gonna wrap the
Um,
episode now.
it's done. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. We're back next week.
Yeah, well, AI doesn't have hands, so it can't paint. I painted on a shirt last night. It can't do that. So, point for humans.
An amputated person without arms can't paint physically with his
Why do
arms.
you always feel the need to go into dicey territory? In every podcast, you're like, you know what? There's a comfortable circle, and then there's like the sort of inflammatory or like topics that are a little uncomfortable to talk about and could get people upset, and you're always like, let's do that.
There's the comfort circle, and then
Uh-huh.
there's the fun circle.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right? But yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think that a
yeah.
guy with no arms can do art. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I think he can definitely do art, but not with his arms because they
Okay, what about this? Do you think that animals can do art? Because basically my argument right now, I think, is that art is an inherently human expression.
Ooh, interesting. I fully disagree. Yeah.
Okay.
Unexpected.
Okay.
The like I mean, have you seen just to make like a very obvious example, like monkeys in experiments where they like paint and draw and like do those kind of things?
Uh-huh.
Is that not art then?
Are they just like scribbling on a page, or are they actually like expressing an emotion? Because I think that art at its core captures like an emotional expression and tries to like condense that down in some way. I think that's my opinion currently. It could change.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Well,
I
yeah,
think
it
it
makes
does.
sense. Well, like, who is to say that just scribbling on a paper is not a form of expression? Like, I get your point of like I'm intentionally creating something now that's like an expression of my feelings, but even if you're not doing it intentionally, I would argue that it's still an expression of like how you of your current state of mind. Um, like I could when I'm in a meeting, I usually sometimes have like a little pen and just scribble on and just it makes my mind work better. So it's just scribble, and that's I would argue that's an expression of my current state. I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't. I mean, if you draw it to the very, very like to its core, I guess yes, you could call that scribble art. But I mean, I'm not going around saying that my scribbles during meetings are art. But if in the conversation that we're having, I would call that art and a form of expressing my current state of mind. So anything, really, the way I see it, I think is just anything that a human or a living organism, a living animal creates is in some way an expression of the current state of mind. And then there's of course there's like tools you can a monkey can create like a hammer to open things. That's not necessarily art. That's more just solving a problem. But yeah.
I think if the definition that you're giving is like any living thing making anything, I think that's a very loose definition of art. Also, I'm pretty sure that you just low-key said that AI is living. So I'm pretty sure you just made that claim. Um,
No, I
because
wouldn't say
you
so.
claim that AI can do art, and now you claim that art by definition is any living thing creating something. So I'm pretty sure that you just argued that AI is alive. Because if it's not alive, then how can it do art?
Right. Okay. Well, maybe I'll expand my statement then instead of any living thing, like any. I mean, it's so weird because, like, I mean, no, I wouldn't call AI to be alive. Like, no, it's not alive. That's
Okay.
not what I think. Um, I think at least, but it's such a weird thing that we haven't seen before. Like, it's not alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dead. Like, it's weird saying it, but it's like it's processing something based on input,
Mm-hmm.
which in a way is exactly what we're doing. And any living or like thing that interacts with the world around it. Um, it's I struggle to define it.
Okay. Okay. What about like let's find a weird scenario because
Mm,
if I put okay, this is very strange, but I think it works. If I lay out like a giant sheet of paper, like 100 feet by 100 feet, like a huge sheet of paper, and then I get a horse and I have it step in paint buckets and then I just have it walk around on the paper, right? I have art then,
mm.
right? I think. But who did it? Did I do
Yeah,
it or did the horse do it? Because it
I
was
would
my
argue that.
concept. It was my
Yeah,
concept. So I think it's
yeah,
my art. It didn't
but yeah, I
understand
would.
what it was doing. It didn't have any like comprehension of the concept. It just sort of made something, but it didn't have any thought behind it, right?
Mm, yeah, I would argue that you made the art in that scenario, because like if you made the horse step in the paint bucket and like so it
Mm,
has paint on all the hooves, then the horse didn't like the horse is not the one who's like let's walk on this sheet of paper that's and it's going to
yeah.
create these patterns from color.
Yeah.
It's just doing what it's being instructed to. And
Right. And if I take a
I
monkey
think,
and I put a paintbrush in its hand
mhm.
and I'm like, here, do this, and then it's like, oh, I can copy you, and I can make. It's just there's no It's just making. I guess on one level, it's making art, sure, but it's not conceptual art. It's not like art that has any meaning. It's just mimicking me, seeing me put a paintbrush on a canvas. No, and I think AI is doing the same thing.
I don't
Checkmate,
know.
atheists. No.
It's a weird one. Like,
It's
I
very
mean,
hard to
yes,
define. I agree.
it's very hard to define. Like, yes, I guess it's AI is just mimicking what it's been processed, what it has
Yeah.
processed, which is what it has processed. And at the same time, like that's exactly what I do as well if I do art. And it's the same thing that you do when you do art. Like we process things around us. We like, for example, if it's for work, if it's for a client, you process inspiration from different sources and you create it for a specific purpose. Um, that's like one side of art, I guess you can still call it. But then if you just like you're sitting late at night just drawing or painting on a piece of paper, that's still
Hmm.
you outputting things you have processed either the same day, the same week, a year ago, or just like
Hmm.
things in your mind. You're outputting things that you have processed. And like on that level, an AI is doing exactly the same thing. Um,
Yeah, on that level,
but
yes. I agree.
yeah, yeah.
So do you
But
think that
then,
humans have any capacity for unique creative ideas? Or do you think that everything is a result of something else? Like, are you completely deterministic, I guess, on this? Which I believe is like, have you seen the show Devs? Did we talk about the show Devs on Hulu?
yeah, it's amazing. It's
It's
amazing.
like it's like that the whole concept behind that show. Spoiler alert, I'm going to spoil it in about 5 seconds. So if you want to watch the show, seriously just pause and come
Oh,
back.
cover your ears.
But like for real, the whole concept of that show is that you could predict anything in the universe based if you had enough data to know where everything was right now, because everything is basically just reacting to something else. So like,
Mm,
but I don't know if I believe that. I don't know. Like I want to believe that there's some human spontaneity or creativity or some sort of like innate ability to come up with something new, or like even if you're taking inspiration from outside sources, right, which is obviously true, like even just like the plants or trees or landscapes or other people or culture, but I think that there has to be some level of human creativity where it's truly like coming up with an idea, even if it's inspired by other things, you're still coming up with something new.
yeah. And so you mean AI does not come up with something new, or
I think that AI, by its very nature, is only able to create things within its data set of training material. So, like, yeah, it can like make any style of art, but that style has to exist.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But like at one
That's a
point,
good
those
point,
styles
actually.
didn't exist. Like at one point, Andy Warhol's style did not exist, and now it does. So now AI can do it. But at one point in human history, that style did not exist. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's a point I haven't thought about. Uh, but I don't know. I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like, can AI create something new? I mean,
I don't know.
yes, it's we can, because the way AI creates things is that we input, like we create this style, like based on this, blah blah blah. You
Mm-hmm.
input text, um, and tell it what to create or how to create it.
Mm-hmm.
So could it, if you tell it to mix, yeah, I think it can create something new. If you tell it to mix like two different styles of art, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and merge it into one, then it creates something
Yeah,
new.
but you're still
Um,
only operating within existing art history, effectively. I don't know.
and
Or like, okay,
yeah,
I think
but
the
I would
entire
still.
point that you just made, where you said you have to tell it, you have to tell it to mix it, but it's not out here like creating things because it's inspired. It's not making, new art because it feels something. Like, so at its
Mm,
core, it's inherently not art, sort of. It's art in the sense that it's graphic um, images that are useful, right? You could use them as a blog image or whatever. Like they are useful, but I don't know if it's art at its truest, purest form.
yeah, I would need like
I
10
don't
minutes
know. It gets
to
real weird,
think.
man.
It gets really weird. The the one part of me thinks yes, we have to input what it's supposed to create, so it can't right now at least it can't create anything like just from its own spontaneity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but I would say that that's only the case because it's limited right now to not create something
Mm-hmm.
by its own its
Mm-hmm.
own spontaneity. Um, so I think it's still capable of doing it, but then we get into territory of like what could it do and not what can it do.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know. But so another thing though is even if you gave it free reign to make whatever it wanted, it still
mhm.
seems to me, and I'm not an AI expert, but it seems to me that it always has an end point and then it's working to get to that end point. But I think part of the creative process is having an open-ended endpoint. You don't know what it's going to end up, right? Like this painting I did on this shirt, which I'll show you at one point, like soon. But I just started painting, and I sort of did like different icons that just sort of evolved to. I didn't know where I was going. Like I didn't exactly know what I wanted it to look like. I just started, and the act of creating changed it. Like my vision at the beginning completely was irrelevant, like within like 2 seconds, because as I worked, it just sort of evolved. And then I ended up putting words on it, which I didn't intend. And the words sort of were inspired by the painting that I had already done. Like I didn't have it all in my head and then I'm just creating it. Like there was something else that happens. There's something else that happened like after starting where it all changed. So it's like I wasn't just working towards an endpoint vision, which is what you do in AI. You give it a vision and then it works to get there. It's sort of like organically evolved. Like I don't know how to
Yeah.
define that exactly.
Yeah. At the same time, though, if you tell it to create something specific, like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it gets it wrong. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it's not what you intended for to be created. Sometimes it's different from what you imagined. Um, and part of that could be that it's just the AI is not good enough and it doesn't understand the input. But the other part of it, I think, could be that I mean, it's obviously taking everything that it's been fed with and trying to create something based on the prompt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still, I'm losing my thread,
You're
but
good. You're good.
it's
I
still,
think
it's still,
yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Say no, save me.
I think at the end of the day, my opinion is basically still pretty solidified in that currently, as I see it, art is like a human only experience because at its core, it's about like capturing emotion or creating something or like um it's not just about reaching an endpoint. It's sort of like art captures the process too. It's like something more than just the image that's rendered. Um and I don't think that my mind has been changed there, but I don't think your mind has been changed either. So it's interesting because it's just like two different perspectives.
Yeah, no, but it's a very interesting conversation, and I don't know if I don't know if my mind has changed necessarily, but I'm not 100% convinced of my previous belief anymore.
Hmm.
Um,
I think the hardest thing is to define the terms in this conversation.
exactly,
Like, how do
exactly.
you define art? How do you define creativity? Like, what is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, that can be defined in a thousand different ways.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, if you define art as an expression of something, then no, right now, AI cannot, or at least will not,
Hmm.
create art because it's not an
Hmm.
expression, because it doesn't have feelings. It can't express anything. Um,
Yeah.
but then you get into dangerous territory of like, is AI capable of it, but just limited, and so it won't.
I
But
wonder what would
then we're in
happen
like,
if we started
yeah,
giving it prompts like Midjourney or DALL-E. Like, what if we started prompting it like very, very clearly, do not reference any existing style, like do not reference any art
oh,
history, do not reference any classic art, do not reference like if you really just like hammered it home and then it was like paint something that you're feeling. Like after all of that, like do not do this, do like what would happen? I don't know.
yeah. Let's try that real quick.
You
Like,
want to try
what?
it? I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Me neither. All right, so my screen is visible, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So what do we want to create? First of
dude, you have
all, we need
one
to.
credit left. This is it. We get one shot.
Oh yeah, I do. That's true.
All right, this is it.
We've
We're
got
not
one
doing it.
shot.
We're not doing it a second time. We get one shot here. Okay.
Okay. So we want to create what? A a portrait of
So,
something, or no?
well, no, no. I want Dolly to
Mm,
paint something that it's feeling. Is what I want. In whatever way it wants. But I want to tell it like don't reference any existing styles
okay.
or don't try to mimic paint
Okay.
something, okay?
You are feeling right now, something like that, and
Okay,
then
period, I
continue
guess.
like, yeah, comma, uh, okay, maybe period.
So like what about do not reference any existing art styles?
Art
Like how
styles.
much more clearer could we be?
Should we give examples like art styles such as?
Well, no, because I feel like then it's going to reference those.
Okay, true. Do not reference any existing art styles.
Do not reference art history or like how much I don't
Art
know how to
styles
like
or history,
mm-hmm.
maybe?
Mm-hmm. What about
Yes.
like do not mimic any existing artwork or something also?
Not mimic any
There's
existing
no K.
artwork. Oh,
Um,
mimic
do you think it knows its name? Like, should we say like paint something you're feeling right now, Dolly? Or do you think it
right
knows its name?
now. Maybe if we define DALL-E, it's gonna like be inspired by robot stuff.
Mm, yeah, true. I don't
Existing
know, man. What do you
artwork.
think?
I don't know. Should we continue the prompt or call it?
I don't know what else to say. Like, what else should we specify?
I don't know, because like we've clearly said to not use any existing art styles or history, and no existing artwork.
Should we say like this art is not for me, it's for you? But like, you know what I mean? Because I don't want it to think that it's for us. Like
Make it
the art that you generate is not make it completely
from
unique.
anything else that currently exists. I don't know.
What about like so that's a good sentence, but like what about this is your opportunity to express yourself or something? Tell the world what you
Um,
want or I want it to like no, like this is for you, buddy. This is for you, little buddy.
So maybe comma, tell the world what you are. Oh no. What
How
I
about
was
this
gonna
is
say
your
what you
opportunity to express yourself?
yeah.
I don't know. Because we
Let's try
said
that then.
paint something you are feeling right now. This is your opportunity to express yourself. Okay. What do you think? Should we
Okay,
try it? Should we go for it?
let's try it. We have one credit,
All right,
so
let's
we'll
do
see
it.
if
Let's
it
hit it.
works.
Hit generate. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna copy the text if in case anything goes.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's
Guys,
see.
we might
Let's
just
see.
break the internet right now.
I think so.
What
Everything's
if
gonna
it's
crash.
like all fire and guns? Oh my gosh.
It's overloaded.
Try it again. What if it's like the world on fire? Oh my gosh, it's not working.
No, it's okay. I get this all the time. You just continue.
Okay, is it because you're on the free? Is it a free tier maybe?
Probably, yeah.
How many
But
times
no, actually, no.
do
It's
you
based on
usually have to
credits.
try? I've never seen that pop up before. Come on,
No,
come on.
maybe it's. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's being inspired by the words like paint, feeling, like expressing yourself.
Yeah, and you're out here
Uh,
claiming that AI can make art. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We couldn't have been more clear.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. I think
That was a
maybe it's just
journey.
the
That was
way.
really a journey.
Yeah, that was a journey. What is the conclusion? Do we even have a conclusion?
I don't think we do, but do you want to see my painting? My shirt that I painted?
Yeah, show me.
All right.
Are you creative? Let's see.
Jonathan? All right, so...
Oh, it sounded like a
this one
jacket.
here.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's sort of a light jacket. And then...
Yeah. Work in progress. I love that. I like
But
the
it like bleeds off. Like it doesn't finish, which I thought was awesome. Like it's like work in progress.
yeah, exactly.
So here, let me pop it on to see, because I'm trying to decide if I want to keep painting or just leave it. Like I kind of like it unfinished or whatever, you know. Like I'm not sure.
Let's see.
So like, I like it from the front
spin?
a lot, like the half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think exactly. I think if you would do the other side as well, it gets like overloaded.
I don't know. I might do like something up here to like balance it. Like just have like a couple things up here. But like I don't really think I want to fill this area. Or maybe I'll do
No.
something on this sleeve. Like a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah,
Any
like
thoughts?
leave the other side, the belly area, empty, and then maybe like you said,
Yeah.
and then like you said on the shoulder or arm or something.
Maybe just a little bit over here to like balance it.
Yeah, I liked it. Good job. Is it
Thanks,
painted
man.
directly with those big markers you showed?
No. So I tried to use my my like crink paint markers and they weren't working on the fabric. So I'll show you what I did. Hang on. So I bought textile paint, which looks like this.
Ah, okay.
So it's textile paint, and then I just hand brushed it, just very slowly. And then I haven't done this yet, but textile paint, the way that it works, apparently, I've never used it before, but you at the end, once you're done, after it's all like dried and everything, you can iron it, and it will like set the pigment so that it's like permanent, like it'll set it. I don't really know how it works. But,
Yeah, I've done that when I was a kid. Not with like professional stuff, but similar kind of thing.
So
That's
I really
awesome.
like it, man. I feel good about it.
Yeah. Are you gonna drop this as a collection at some point?
So I've been thinking about doing one of one runs where it's just like a hand painted unique piece and there's none like it. And just seeing, I don't know, this is for me, I'm keeping this bad boy, but like, I don't know, is that interesting to people if I did like literally you get a unique shirt, I just list it, I take photos of it, and I just list it as a one of one piece. It would be more expensive. I mean, it would be fairly expensive, but I think it would be kind of awesome. What do you think about that idea?
Awesome.
In addition, I'm not just going to do that. I'm also going to keep doing what I'm doing with SeekJoy and have runs of pieces. But I thought it'd be fun to do that. What do you think?
I like that. I like that idea a lot. And my mind immediately goes to it being like a perfect marketing opportunity. Like even
dude, you're
even
such a marketer, bro.
I know, right? But like using it as like a free giveaway, like give it away for free. But in exchange for like make it a contest. People can win this jacket, and so you collect thousands of email addresses. And then when you have those thousands of email addresses, you give the jacket to one lucky winner, and everyone else get a discount or something. But then when you have those thousands of email people, email subscribers, then you can sell the rest of your collection, like normal collection, to those. I think that's a perfect setup. That's what,
dude,
like how much
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, do it. I think that would
a great
work
idea.
for sure.
Not with this one. This one's for me. If someone wants this fucking jacket, it's $1,000. Email me.
Yeah,
dead serious.
Like, I believe you. I'm pumped. I think that's a great idea.
Thanks, bro. Dude, you're so good at it. I just make the stuff and I'm like, I don't know. That's it. But you're so good at like sales and stuff, man. That's all. I'm good at sales when it comes to like the website business and like the tech business. When it comes to like art and stuff, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. It's like, because when I sell websites, it's more like meeting with a team or like discussing with someone, like a one-on-one discussion. That I can do very well. But when it comes to like B2C sales, where it's like selling to like this giant customer base, that's where I'm like not experienced at all, which is what this is, right?
It's funny, yeah, because for me, I find it very difficult to sell myself like one-to-one. Like, why am I good? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you tell me. But for just like a mass marketing, I feel right at home.
Yeah. Look at it. We always have complementary skills. We really do. We complete each other.
We do. It's like one side here, one side there.
I don't know if it'll line up.
It's perfect.
Love you, buddy.
Love you.
Well, thanks for letting me show off my art.
Of course. Anytime. I love it. It looks great. Good job.
Comment if you have opinions on this whole AI art thing. What is art? Curious what other people think. I think we have like 20 subscribers, so I want 20 responses, 21. People.
Yeah,
I want 21 responses. If you like the video, it'll boost us in our algorithms, which just makes this more fun for everybody. So please do that because you love us, and we'll be back at it again next week. Am I right?
Always, of course, every week.
All right, man.
Every Tuesday.
All right, dude. I gotta run. I might go get some food. I might go get some Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's nice. I inspired you. I'm gonna go furnish my apartment or start doing
Good luck.
it.
Yeah, you've got like 20 IKEA builds to do, right?
I know. And more, probably. I don't even know.
It's gonna take you like at least a month, right?
Yeah, for weeks at least.
All right, everybody. If you want to keep updated on Jonathan's apartment, subscribe. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.